My earliest memories are of the war, the 1914-18 war, and the large planes going over quite low, like on the tops of the houses, and we had lots of animals. We had our own cows, and we had pigs and poultry and dogs and cats and a tree house, and we played. We had lots of garden, and we used to. My brother and I used to like to walk down over the fields and watch the sheep being dipped at Pit Mill, which was a farm just over the fields, and we would walk up over Chosen Hill down to Churchdown, where my grandparents lived, and walk back round the lane, and we used to like to see the glowworms in the sides of in the grass, and that would tell us that we were all right, that we were still on the road.
What did your father do?
My father had a small holding. He didn't go to. We had a large garden. He grew all the vegetables that we needed, and fruit, and we had everything. We had everything there.
So, what kind of a place was Hucklecote in the just before 1920, and then as you grew up? Was it I mean, what you described sounds a little bit like a village in that it's got farms, but also it sounds a bit like a commuter place because people were walking into Gloucester. Can you tell me a bit more about Hucklecote around 1920?
Hucklecote, it was lovely. There were all green fields and cows and horses, and it was a lovely place to live.
What do you have by way of shops?
By this time there was a shop at the end of the Hucklecote Road, and there was a shop just down past the yew tree, a very small shop. In fact, it's still there. It's a hairdresser's now. And there was another Hopton shop where we used to get our bread. Mr. and Mrs. Hopton kept it, and there was always this lovely smell about the place. There was the smell of the bread and the new baked bread, and there was always sacks of flour, and it was all very earthy. There was nothing artificial about it. Well, I suppose it was our way of life. We didn't know anything else. The sort of sawdust on the floor, and
in the baker's shop are you talking?
Yes, it was all very natural.